I can't wait. I look forward to the future every day now. I can't wait. I can't wait for the new upcoming technologies that they're working on right now. You know, they're saying AGI is coming. I can't wait because when your goal is to simply create more content with no expectations, like you don't expect anything from it, everything is good. Everything is looking up because you know it's going to get better with time. Businesses are people that are entrepreneurs right now should be looking at the journey, not necessarily worrying about making the money. If you're a true entrepreneur, I think you should be focused on the journey, making this a fun journey. Sorry, I gotta let these people walk by me. They want to take their time walking across the street. I'm excited about the journey, not necessarily how much money I'm going to make. Obviously, everybody, we all want to make money. We all want to be successful. We all want to make money. But if you're a true entrepreneur, I think you're excited about the journey. Think about it. It's almost fun to me. You know, just to be able to create and to make the creation easier. They're talking that there will be $1 billion companies actually that are solo entrepreneurs thanks to AI. And I believe that to be true. Right now, it's hard to even make $1 million without a team. It's really hard. Business is not easy. No matter what field you're in, I don't want to make it sound simple or easy. YouTube is hard. Never mind creating a sustainable business. Business is not easy, but I'm excited because I think for the first time in my lifetime, I'm Gen X, for the first time in my lifetime, and I watch a progression of technology. I'm one of the last generations. We grew up before the internet, before pagers, before cell phones. And we still got to experience those same things later. We're one of the last generations, you know, to experience that. You know, the baby boomers are gone soon. You know, we're starting to be called the old heads. And we used to call the baby boomers that. You know, millennials, for God's sakes, are in their 30s. You know, we're at the time now that I've lived long enough to see technology come so far. Now imagine this. We had the blockchain, which is an old invention. I'm not talking just cryptocurrency. I'm talking about just the blockchain itself. And Gary Vee talks about this and the ability to use blockchain because blockchain is almost flawless in a way that you can't really scam it. As long as something's logged on a blockchain, it's truly owned by you. It's truly owned intellectual property. Now imagine mixing a blockchain with some of these AI tools and social media and building the ultimate company nobody could take away from you. You're a single entrepreneur and you're able to make millions without a team. Now imagine putting a team besides that, along with that same company, now you build a team. You're easily going to be able to become a billion-dollar company. I even think that this is why I tell everybody they should focus on building a software company or something in technology, because the banks, I'm going to be real with you, the banks are tightening up. The banks are tightening up their belt right now. The banks don't want anybody to just skate by with just good personal credit anymore. Now the banks want to verify you're actually making money. But I think there's exceptions to the rule. I think if you're in technology, I think the banks are willing to take more of a risk lending you money to build out a technology company than, say, a company that is just a store owner selling goods and products. If you're in technology, I think you have a better chance of getting money out of the bank without necessarily proof of concept. This is why I say everybody should start their main C Corp as a technology company. And the reason why I say C Corp is that's the formation that the big ballers want to see. They don't mind LLCs, but LLCs are pass-through entities that they prefer under your main corporation. And I'm not telling you to not have an S Corp, but an S Corp should be for your personal investments. You know, I don't think you should have necessarily an S Corp, or if you want to invest in other people's projects, you should have an S Corp. But I don't think you should have an S Corp for the company that you're building, or you can't. The company that you're building that you probably want to take investors, you want to sell it. But you can have an S Corp built, say, to hold the shares of stock that you own in that main C Corp. That's where a good S Corp will come into play. I'm not a tax advisor. I don't pretend to be. This is just stuff I'm learning over the journey of my life. I don't want to say long life, because God willing, I still got at least 40, 50 years left. And that's another thing. God willing, we live long enough, we might see improved technology to sustain our life longer. I'm seeing some incredible advancements, and if people catch cancers early, they're able to eliminate it. What if the technology gets better and we can eliminate certain viruses and cancers with ease? But while you're living, you need to be, I think everybody should start, at the bare minimum, set up an LLC. Even if you're just a family of two, so husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, set up an LLC, build some corporate credit on it, just to give you options. Just to give you options. You both fund it, you both put some money aside in it, use that money to maybe later invest in bigger projects, like you might want to be a part of a bigger C Corp like I'm talking about, where you can raise money and it be something bigger. This is why I kind of really interested in a Fanbase thing. The guy that owned by oh man, it's killing me that I don't remember his name off the top of my head. But the owner of Fanbase, his father was a famous musician. I don't know, I'm drawing a blank on the name right now. And it's black owned, and you can invest in it right now. You don't have to be a black to be on the platform, but I really like what he's doing, and it's basically social media platform that's very different, because they don't gatekeep you. They're never going to shadow ban you. And it's relatively small now, but they've raised millions. Isaac Hayes Jr. Isaac Hayes, that's his name. Isaac Hayes Jr. His father was a famous singer. He's raised millions. And that it's going to inspire a lot of entrepreneurs to want to do the same thing. And I do have a Fanbase link if you guys want to join Fanbase. I'll put that below. I'm really inspired by what he's doing, building Fanbase. And I kind of want to do something similar in the future. And that's going to take probably the rest of my life to build out how I want to build it. But like I said, God willing, I'll live long enough to see the end of my journey, you know. And I'm really focused on, in the next couple of years, focused on intellectual property. And I'm really interested in locking down different insurance policies as a way of protecting your wealth. I'm learning that insurance policies are a very good way to lock in your wealth, especially if you're getting older. You know, if you're over 40, you should be thinking about this. I'm very into solo IRAs over 401ks. I no longer believe in 401ks. Solo IRAs, especially if you're in your 50s, you can front load them, fund them quickly. Because I have no retirement from a regular job. So you Uber drivers should be thinking about this. Every Uber driver should be thinking about starting a solo IRA for your retirement. Setting up a real LLC or corporation, preferably both. I think everybody should be thinking about setting up some investments. I don't think you need to go crazy. I think you should just do some of these EFTs where you're getting a bulk of different companies that you're investing in. I don't think everybody needs to go buy and sell individual stocks. That's not for everybody. I think everybody should have or be thinking about setting up a living trust that owns a holding company. You know, you should be thinking about that at least if you're over 40. And even if you're younger than 40, if you start this stuff in your 30s, if you're a millennial right now and you start this stuff in your 30s, by the time you're 40s and 50s, you'll be already way beyond my dreams even, because you front loaded your future. I unfortunately started late. You know, I followed the wrong people. I didn't have any mentors personally in my life, but I found mentors online. And the mentors online started teaching me what my parents should have taught me. My parents should have taught me this stuff. And I'm not trying to act like I'm the perfect father. I didn't teach my daughter any of this stuff, but my daughter just happened to be a little bit more intelligent, I'll say, than a lot of kids I've met personally. My daughter was already, you know, self-taught. She did go to college. And she's probably as well educated as I am, mentally, not just through the school system, on what you got to do to plan for the future, you know. But a lot of people said that was due to She had a good father in her life. I don't even want to take credit for that, I just try to do my best, even though I wasn't with her mom. We never got married. I tried to stay in her life. I paid my child support. I went above and beyond the child support. And I'm just really getting to the point where I'm 54 now, and I'm thinking, well, you gotta like speed up the process. You gotta front load everything. And one of my roommates, not to change the subject, one of my roommates is giving me problems. And this is the first time he's gonna be paying me late, and I'm already thinking about the next person I can rent to. Like, that's how my mind works now. I'm already thinking ahead now. Where before I would wait till this guy paid me late 2 or 3 times and then worry about it. I'm already thinking so far in the future. I'm thinking far in the future, but I'm also thinking I have little time. So I'm not thinking that I have endless amount of time to make this stuff happen. I'm thinking, what can I do within the next 6 months to speed my plan ahead? And AI has definitely helped that out. I ramped up the content creation. Instead of one channel, most people at my age would be just focused on one YouTube channel for traffic. I'm focused on 5. So I'm always thinking ahead. Always thinking ahead. Because I know I'm not going to live forever. I know I'm not going to live forever. But I have to speed my process up because I didn't start in my 30s when I should have. If that makes sense. And I believe I had a 401k. And I don't know what happened. I was not self-taught or aware of how those things work, and it just sucks that particularly us as black people, we don't educate the youth on focusing on, you can still have your fun and party how you want, but at least start thinking about the future. At least start thinking about it. I'm just glad that I had online mentors to follow. And at least I know now. And at least instead of one channel, I got the 5. And I got social media. And I got AI technology now. So there's really no excuse for me not to build, I don't want to say perfect, but a company that one day soon, hopefully, I can sit back, and even if it takes 10 years, I'll just be at retirement age. I can sit back and realize, oh, you did as much as you can, as fast as you can. And God forbid the technology just gets better, guys. We have all the tools we need right now to create a perfect company. Just imagine, and never mind 10 years. Let's talk about the next 2 years. 2 years from now. Think about the possibilities. But the fact that I'm in it now kind of should tell you guys you need to get on ball. You guys need to be like at least dabbling with AI tools. You need to be posting as much as possible on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm sorry, not Twitter, X. I've even went back to LinkedIn and started posting there more than anybody I personally know. So I'm on every platform building. And I'm building a brand, and I haven't even built the company yet, but I've already took the brand name and started building on it. So I'm planning for the future already. I'm looking for a prestigious address for my new C Corp, because here in Connecticut, what would be considered a prestigious address? I would say in my area, I'm in the greater Hartford area, but I would say like West Hartford would be a more prestigious address. West Hartford's got a little bit more money. They're considered more of a wealthy town in the area. So West Hartford address would be perfect for a C Corp in software. So I'll probably get an address out there. Obviously a domain to match. I pretty much got the domain already. I just got to get the email to match it. 1-800 number you're going to need. And this is not the transportation company. That's going to be a subdivision under this main company. That's just going to be probably an LLC for the transportation stuff. I'm talking about building the company that you want to take to the next level. You want to possibly sell or go public. That's what I'm trying to build. And I went back and forth trying to decide whether I wanted to do transportation or the software first, and it just makes more sense to do the software C Corp first. You know, because I'm doing the transportation now anyway in my own name. It'll be an easy transition to just set up an LLC and put it under the main company. But that's my passion too, more so than transportation. My passion is building a software company, and I want the company to grow with time. So, and I'm not building it because everybody else is doing AI. I'm not. I'm building not necessarily just a software company, but a software company that helps other companies build, set up properly their companies and the steps to fund it. So I'm going through the motions myself to hopefully teach others later. But it's a process, you know. Everything takes money, everything takes time. I'm purposely not rushing it. You know, everybody would like to see me rush things because I don't want to get it wrong again. I don't want the situation I had with my previous holding company that E.D. and Cole set up, or the previous dealings I had with Troy back in the day. I don't want to make those mistakes anymore. I made too many mistakes, so I'm taking my time doing it as slow and precise as I can. Excuse me. Because this is it. This is probably it for me. This is the company that I'll hopefully die with. And even if I sell it, my plan is to have shares of ownership in the company. So even if I sell, I'll go on reaping the rewards from it. That's the plan anyway. Just have some shares and then do it again if I want. There's nothing stopping me from doing it again, even if I sell. That's the joy of being an entrepreneur, where you really enjoy it. It's not just about the money. You got to do it for the thrill. It's the thrill of the game. Even building credit, it's the thrill of the game. It's going to take you time. For a lot of you, it's taking me time to build my personal credit up where I need it to be. It's going to take a lot of your time. But what else you got to do? You're living your life. You're going to work anyway. Go to work, do what you got to do. But in the background, make this your hobby. Make building a company your hobby. You know? And I guarantee you, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, you're going to look back and be like, yo, I'm glad I started this then. Even with the YouTube channels. I've been on YouTube for, oh God, longer than I've been an Uber driver. I've been on YouTube probably going on 8 years. Do I regret being on YouTube so long and not having the quote-unquote success I've wanted? No. Because I've had some success, up and down. You know, I made thousands over time with affiliate marketing. It hasn't been the amount I've wanted over the years, but I don't regret having it because now it's starting to peak. Now the views are starting to peak. I'm gaining subscribers slower, but the views are building faster. And the subscriber account has grown. You know, I have 5 channels now. My oldest channel has well over 2,000 subscribers, which might not sound a lot to you big YouTubers. The other ones, I've got another 3 that have over 1,000 subscribers. And then the last one, I'm pushing 900. So I will be at 1,000 on that channel guaranteed in the next probably few months. So all my channels will have over 1,000 subscribers. They're not monetized. I'm thinking about going back and getting the oldest one remonetized because they demonetized me at some point. I wasn't getting the views back then, so it didn't bother me that I wasn't monetized because I wouldn't have made money anyway. The goal was to do affiliate marketing. I made way more money doing affiliate marketing than I ever would have with monetization. So I wouldn't focus on that if I were you guys. A lot of people think, oh, I get a channel, I got to focus on getting monetized. Damn that. You can still make money pushing other people's products and services. Don't wait. Right now, I'm offering stuff. Links below. And I don't hide the fact that I am going to try to sell along the way on this journey. I don't hide that. What's free is I offer a grant platform, and I just hit my 7th person signed up today, actually, for that grant platform. I didn't make a lot of money, you know, I got a few dollars, but so people are interested in finding a real grant source. If you want a real grant source that's real and not some crap you Google and it gives you a bunch of fake websites, links below. You want free AI training? Free? Links below. I even do a free video platform where I'm educating people on my journey of building the businesses. Free. Links below. So I'm offering some free education tools. What I got my OpenScript link below. That's not free, but you'll find that really will help you if you're trying to be a content creator. So along the journey, I'm offering valuable information. Just YouTube's making it hard to find now. Like I had to physically show one lady. You got to go to the video, click on the video, drop this box down. Like, because she didn't even know there was links underneath the videos, because YouTube is doing a good job of hiding stuff nowadays. Another reason why I want to build my own platform. I don't want that information hidden. But we got a plan. At some point, I know I can't build a $1 million company alone, so I am going to bring people along the journey. Two of those lucky people in the future are going to be lucky enough to be on the board, my board of directors, where they'll make as much money as I will. So I haven't met them yet, but I know it's coming. I'm going to put out probably ads to find them. I'll probably do like one of these job ads to find a real qualified COO and a CFO for the C Corp when I'm ready. I'm not ready yet, but when I'm ready. I noticed LinkedIn has a lot of people offering that service, but it could be a scam. And again, I'm not bringing on anybody that I can't meet one-on-one, face-to-face. I'm not going to just meet you on a Zoom call and think it's all good, But that's my plan. I shared my entire plan for the people that are listening. I hope I didn't bore you. And if you're interested in more, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, click the bell icon, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Thank you.